The Indus Water Treaty is like a water-sharing agreement between India and Pakistan. Signed in 1960, it decides who gets to use how much water from the Indus River and its tributaries. Think of it like this: 6 brothers share a well. 3 brothers agree to use water from one side, while the other 3 use water from the other side. That's the Indus Water Treaty in simple terms. Now, this treaty uses a unit called a MAIF, which stands for million acre feet. Imagine a giant bathtub that can hold 1,000,000 acre feet of water. That's a lot of water. The Indus River system has 6 main rivers: Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Sutlej. Under the treaty, Pakistan gets most of the water from the Indus, Jhelum and Chenab rivers, while India gets to use the water from Ravi, Beas and Sutlej. So Pakistan gets the larger share of the water. Why? Because these rivers mostly flow through Pakistan. Now let's talk about how much water we are actually talking about. Every year, the Chenab, Jhelum and Indus rivers together pour around 135 to 145 MAF of water into Pakistan. That's a lot of water. This water is the lifeblood of Pakistan's agriculture and economy, but here's the catch. Even though India gets a smaller share, it faces challenges in storing and utilizing its share effectively. This is where the story gets interesting. India currently has limited water storage capacity, especially when it comes to the rivers allocated to it under the Indus Water Treaty. It's like having a leaky bucket. You can't store much water even if you have a lot flowing in. Currently, India can only store about 1.2 to 3.6 MAF of water, mostly from small dams that generate electricity. This limited storage capacity poses a challenge for India, especially during dry seasons or droughts. To address this issue, India is exploring various options, including building large dams and canal systems. These projects aim to capture and store more water, ensuring a reliable water supply for irrigation and other needs. Building large dams, however, is a complex and expensive affair. It requires careful planning, massive investment, and can take many years to complete. But if done right, these dams can act as giant water banks, holding back excess water during monsoons and releasing it gradually throughout the year. Another possibility is the construction of extensive canal systems. Imagine these canals as massive water highways, carrying water from rivers to distant fields and cities. These canals can help irrigate vast tracts of land and provide drinking water to a larger population. One of India's most ambitious projects is the proposed 6-canal network. This massive project, if implemented, would involve building 6 large canals that would divert water from the Jhelum and Chenab rivers to various water-scarce regions in India, including Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. Think of it as a massive water redistribution project, transferring water from areas with surplus to areas facing shortages. The scale of this project is comparable to China's South-North Water Transfer Project, one of the largest engineering feats in the world. The 6-canal network, if completed, has the potential to transform India's water landscape. It could provide a much-needed boost to agriculture, industry and overall economic growth. However, this project also presents significant challenges, including environmental concerns, potential displacement of people, and the sheer cost of construction. Despite these challenges, India remains committed to exploring all options to improve its water management strategies. The country faces a growing demand for water, driven by a rising population and rapid economic development. The issue of water sharing in the Indus River basin is not just about engineering and infrastructure, it's deeply intertwined with geopolitics. The Indus Water Treaty, signed during a time of relative peace, has survived several wars and periods of heightened tension between India and Pakistan. However, recent developments, including border skirmishes and political rhetoric, have put a strain on the treaty's implementation. Any major changes in water flow, such as those resulting from India's proposed projects, could have significant implications for both countries. For Pakistan, which relies heavily on the Indus River system for its water needs, any reduction in water flow could have severe consequences for its agriculture, economy and social stability. This raises concerns about potential unrest, political instability and even the risk of conflict. For India, these projects represent an opportunity to address its own water challenges and assert its position as a regional power. However, India must also tread carefully, balancing its own needs with the potential impact on its neighbour and the overall stability of the region. The future of water sharing in the Indus River basin remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that finding a sustainable and equitable solution is crucial for the well-being of both India and Pakistan. This will require open communication, cooperation, and a willingness to find common ground.